Hello and welcome to The Takeaway with Tyra. Thank you for joining me today. Now, so that you don't miss out on any of my updates, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I also like hearing from you, so go ahead and like and comment. My guests are always exciting and have great things to share with us. What I do on this show is I have one guest and I ask them one question. Then they get the floor. So here we go. So thank you everyone once again for joining me on The Takeaway. I'm so glad to have you here today. And my guest, Rose Motlhabi, is here. Rose, are you in South Africa?
Yes, I am in South Africa.
I'm so glad to have you join me today. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you, Tyra, for having me this evening. Thank you.
That's wonderful. So folks, Rose has been a Rose. I was thinking of somebody else. Isn't that terrible? Rose has been a founding member with ONPASSIVE since 2019. And when I talked with her, she had such a beautiful passion for the company that I just had to get her on the show. So Rose, you have a wonderful journey that has led you to ONPASSIVE. And during that time, you have just grown in passion for this company. So we have, under 30 minutes or so, and I want to hear what you have to share with us. So take it away, Rose.
Oh, lovely. Thank you, Tyra, for giving me this opportunity to can be able to share with the nation, with the world, people worldwide about my passion about ONPASSIVE and the journey that I traveled up until now. Yes, it all started from 26 June 2019 when I started to secure my founder position with ONPASSIVE. And yes, it was a lovely journey, as I'm going to narrate my story. But before I joined this company, I was introduced to this company by my dear friend who was invited by her friend to a presentation meeting. Then this dear friend of mine, she invited me as well to that meeting. And to think that it was during the week when I was from work, very tired from work, and the meeting was scheduled around 7 o'clock in the evening. For me, it was just a challenge because, thinking of driving again to the presentation venue, but I ended up going there, because I told myself that what if this meeting, it is something that will change, my life for better. Then I ended up joining them in that meeting. And when I arrived at that meeting, we were about 6 in number. And there was this lady who took us through the presentation. And my concentration span wasn't that much because I was very tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as she continues to take us through the presentation, I grabbed about two things that she mentioned, three things that she mentioned. She said, my brothers and sisters, with this company, there is no recruiting, there is no selling of any product, and we are going to enjoy our financial freedom. Just there, my concentration started to be up now. And I started to pay more attention because I knew that, from the online businesses that I registered into previously, I never succeeded. All of them, they took a nose down.
Yes.
So when this lady was telling us that there is no recruiting, there is no selling of any product and we are going to enjoy our financial freedom, then immediately, I told myself that if my financial freedom can be covered, then I will have my time freedom, and both of them will give me my total freedom.
Yes. Oh,
Yes,
that's amazing.
that's how I joined ONPASSIVE. Then, it happened, after I secured my founder position with ONPASSIVE, it happened that my sister called me after 2 months or so. And she was asking me, Auntie, did you give yourself time to go through the emails that ONPASSIVE is sending, to us on, all the time? Then I said, yes, sometimes I look at them, but because I'm working, I don't have enough time to go through them, but I can see them that they are sending us, emails.
Right.
And she said, just give yourself time and get into one of the um, webinars that they posted to us. Then I went into the webinars, one of the webinars. Hey, I found out that, you know what, we have been missing out all along. And since then, I never, I never overlooked the emails that ONPASSIVE were sending to us. I started attending, the webinars since then from 2019 around October
Wow.
up
Yeah.
until today. I never even missed even a single one
That's
of the
wonderful.
webinars. And it happened that I was able to learn more from the business.
Yes. Well, that's
Yes,
it. That's it. When you're involved, you really learn about the company.
absolutely. Absolutely.
So as you were learning, obviously you understood the company more, so your passion grew. So what were you finding that was just building your passion so much about this company?
You know what? Um, what I found, very interesting, from this company, that's when actually I happened to listen to the webinar where our CEO was the one talking. And I could feel, a sense of belonging. I could feel a sense of ownership, with this company when Mr. Mufara was the one talking in the webinar. And from just there, I realized that people that I registered, you know, under me, uh, they did not have enough money to can buy data to can be able to join the webinars. And what I started doing, I, you know, started listening very attentively in webinars and taking minutes when our CEO was the one talking up until now. So that the minutes that I was compiling, I was sharing them, and I am even doing that even now. I was sharing them with the teams that we have in South Africa, Pretoria. And that's what I'm doing because I realized that if I was not doing that, they were going to be left behind, and they wouldn't be, on the on the same par with what I understand about the business.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm doing all these things, for all the teams that we have in Pretoria, South Africa.
Yeah. That is such a common theme that I'm hearing from people, in that you learn about the company, but then you learn about not just the monetary end of it, but the heart. It's got such a heart, doesn't it? And the people coming in have a heart because we want to share, we want to help people. And that's exactly what you're doing.
Absolutely. I took it upon myself, Tyra, that this is what I'm going to contribute towards, my fellow sisters, my fellow brothers that I've brought them into the business. And this is what I'm doing.
Oh, that is so amazing. And I just want to tell you, folks, if you've never heard of ONPASSIVE before, what Rose is talking about, because this is just amazing. And this is another reason why people are so excited about this company. You come in for $97 USA, and that makes you a founding member with the company. But then that's it. This time before public launch, you are able to share, and the company supplies all this information that you can share with people, because we realize with an AI tech company like this, we are going to be receiving profit sharing. Now, if that's going to happen, why wouldn't we? As Rose is doing in her hometown, in her country, sharing this opportunity, because it's truly going to change lives. Wouldn't you say, Rose?
It is, Tara. It's going to change, people's lives for better. And to think of the $97 that, we have to pay, I mean, it's nothing as compared to what ONPASSIVE is going to deliver to us, and for everything that I have accumulated during all this time, the information that I've accumulated, it has taught me, and it has, drove me to even share it, in the webinars when the corporate webinars are being conducted, so I can be able to share what I know with other founders globally, on the chat board when the webinar is in progress.
Oh,
what a lovely thing.
Yes, yes. That is really something. And the company is so structured in such a way that everybody wins. There was an old way of doing business where we would build a team and we would kind of crawl up the ladder, and the guy at the bottom was struggling and we were making all the money. But this company isn't built like that. Rose, can you explain like the excitement that people have in how this company is built in such fairness?
You know what? The way this company is built, it's built in order for us to benefit from it, to benefit from the profits that it's going to generate, in a long run. And, we as founders, we are even going to, with the extra apples that we are going to have, that will enable us to share with other family members that we have around us, and with, the community where we are growing up, or we grew up from. And, it's going to help us, actually, to help other people around us.
Oh, so
that's why people are so excited about this company.
Yes, it's so true. And there's such a beauty in how it's set up, that you can be active and actively sharing it with people. The company gives us all the links, the information, everything, and we can actively be sharing it and helping people. Or if we decide, I want an online business, I want to invest in this, but I don't want to be active. You're able to be passive. And I like that it's a company without that kind of pressure. You can decide for yourself.
Can you imagine that, that it doesn't even force anyone to participate? You can, as you say, you can be active or passive, but whoever, decides to be active, that person he must know that he is the one to win more faster than the one who is very passive.
Yes.
So it's a win-win even to those who are passive, you
Exactly.
know. So a company like this, where can one find? I mean, we are at home here, we feel home, and we are camping actually, we are going nowhere. It's a cul-de-sac sign for all of us.
Oh, I love it. I love it. You know, this is the thing, folks, about On Passive, that I really want to encourage you to reach out to Rose, reach out to myself, and find out the details. And you know, she's saying this again, and we hear it time and time again from people coming in, that it is win-win. So you can be active, you can be bringing people, you can be sharing, or you can be passive. Because once the company launches, it's going to be doing mega marketing to put us out there and bring customers into us. So, you know, you go quick or you go slower, but either way, you're going to win. So it barely gets better than that, I think.
It is, Tara. You are so right. You are so right. You know, with a company like On Passive, you know, there is no company ever which can be comparable with On Passive. We are very unique. We are smart, you know, and we are very proud when we talk about On Passive to other people.
Indeed. Well, Rose, this has been really good. You know, I am so enjoying how I can connect globally with founders right around the world. And I'm hearing the same thing in their passion as you have, and you're helping your community, the area, and the people that you can touch. And this is happening globally. So folks, I really want to encourage you, head over to onpassive.com, which is our company website. Check it out, learn what it has to say, and please do reach out to Rose or myself. We would be more than willing to help you and make sure you secure a position with OnPassive so that you can look after yourself and then in turn help other people. So Rose, before we close, do you have something you want to share with us just in final words?
You know what? The final words that I can be able to share with the world is that, um, people that we come across with, they compare On Passive with the multi-level marketing companies, and of which we are not MLM company. And they even compare On Passive with some investment company. We are not investment company. We are a global IT company powered by the latest AI and machine learning technology, providing a total internet solution, TIS for short. So people must just know that we are not the MLM company, and we are a subscription-based business, licensed and registered in over 212 countries and territories. Where can you find, a company like that? We are very, very proud, and we share the information about On Passive with our shoulders up, you know. So to people who are still, doubting themselves, who are still stretching their skull, asking themselves irrelevant questions, that is this a scam company, is this, we better forget about asking ourselves those questions. Just jump on, because once this door of the founder position is closed, it will never be opened again. It will never be opened again. Time is now. Time wasted will never regain. And if you snooze, you will lose big time. So you better jump on now. Don't waste time.
That's
Thank
wonderful. Rose, thank you so much for joining me today. I so appreciate your time. And thank you, folks, for joining and watching. I hope you enjoyed what we shared today. If you did, please, I would love to hear from you. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye for now, everyone.